do. Okay. All right, you are back with I Married A Bigfoot. This is our second episode. I am the angry dad.
I'm the not so angry mom.
Yep, that is correct. You might be asking, why is that? Well, I'm the angry dad, and she's not angry at all. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I secretly rage inside.
Secretly rage. Rage, because I'm always doing crazy things. So, It is what it is. All right, this is the second episode. How was your week?
It's good.
Just working from home?
Yeah, just staring at my same window out of my room.
Mm-hmm. She has her office in our room, so she working from home. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. I work for Costco, and it ain't nothing fucking different. It's always the fucking same. So in out, go home, all that good stuff. But we did discover something over the week, and we were definitely talking from the last episode how we wanted to do a paranormal one on the second one, and the Not So Angry Mom found something that was quite interesting. Mm-hmm. All right, because we're going to dive deep in this one, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah. Because you found it.
I did find it. I found it on my countless hours of TikTok.
While working from home?
Hey, that is completely separate. On my off hours, where I watch TikTok nonstop.
When she's not on the clock.
Exactly. Because I'm a good employee. But one video just happened to pop up. And I don't know how much... if we're gonna watch it first, or if we're gonna talk about it.
No, we're talking about it because it's an awful long series, because it's literally a whole page.
It caught me, and I had to watch all the videos, but it caught me on the most intriguing of the series of the videos, and it was a young woman who found a old suitcase out of a shed, a house that she was renting. Yeah, there was an old shed full of a previous tenant's
belongings.
Yeah,
I believe it was locked too. Like when she was saying, like, I moved in, this is my shed, this is the lock shed, this is the owner's, stuff. They said they're gonna come get.
Was it locked?
I believe it was. I believe it was.
Regardless, she got into the shed. And she found an old suitcase, probably from the 30s or 40s. Maybe.
I want to say it was the 40s.
Yeah. Old leather suitcase, kind of just looked cool. It's one of those ones you're like, oh, I wonder what's going to be in here. Like, what could this be? Some creepy stuff? Could this be garbage? Could it be whatever?
Well, the whole mood of this thing too, it's pretty creepy. It's a trip, because like when you're watching it, you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's typical horror movie stuff. So
you know what it reminded me of? It legitimately felt like the entire series is Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Because it's one girl with her cell phone. You don't see her face. You just see what she's recording.
Yeah, she kind of gives glimpses here and there. She wears a mask, you know what I'm saying? But she's wearing her mask from work.
Yeah.
So, it does have that first person feel, first person shot or whatever the fuck you want, a POV fucking, feel to it. And it drew me in.
Yeah.
All right. It drew me in because, Kristen was like, you need to make sure that you watch all of them. I'm like, all right, well, I didn't get a chance. When I finally did, I watched them all. I blazed through them. And then it was even more funny because as soon as I was done watching, I had come straight up to her and was like, some paranormal shit happened while I was watching it. And she's like, what? All right, now check this out. And like I said, I'm halfway through it. And there's a scene right where she's about to open the trunk. Or not trunk. I want to say it was right. I was saying it was going to be right when she opened the trunk.
The trunk or the suitcase?
The suitcase. Okay. That's what it was, the suitcase. And so what ends up happening is I'm on my bike, and like I said, I do cardio in the garage. I got a stationary bike. I had my Apple AirPods in, never failed, never disconnect, always charged up. I'm always prepared, you know what I'm saying? Because when I'm on my bike, I'm doing cardio, and I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want to interrupt. And so I'm just riding along, and then as soon as she pops that fucking suitcase open, boom, earbuds die. Instantly die. All right? And I'm like, what the fuck? So I stop, I put them back in the case, I take them out, I put them back in, because my phone's showing that they're fully charged. So I put it back in, restart the video, and when I restart the video, once again, done. I'm like, what the fuck?
You weren't supposed to watch it.
You weren't supposed to watch it. So, I put them in, I just listened through the volume of the phone, which is, not the greatest quality. You know what I'm saying? I think you're going from AirPods to fucking just the iPhone speaker, because I want to be submerged. I want to hear it. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. And I just thought it was funny that it happened twice.
Yep.
All right, back to back. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just watching a TikTok video. Come to find out it's on YouTube too. So we're going to put a link to the YouTube. We'll also put the profile for the TikTok on here if you want to watch it through the TikTok. I'm going to say watch it through the TikTok, because whatever extra she said that she took out to make it fit, it's not worth watching on YouTube.
It's pretty captivating on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's the videos are so condensed that you get the meat of the story versus long drawn out snips on the YouTube. So it's a little better.
It is a little better. So and it, just like Chris, it has that Blair Witch feel. All right. As it progresses, it gets good. It gets real good, because you're like, what the fuck?
Okay, so let's go back to opening the suitcase.
Yeah, opening back the suitcase.
So she opened the suitcase, and immediately there is loud sounds coming from, I don't know if it's her backyard.
It was the backyard, and it was like a baby sound or something like that.
There's like a baby cry. This is in the middle of the night.
Yeah, middle of the night,
Her kids
dark,
are
with their baby daddy.
Dad. So she's home alone. She's got like her animals, but they're small. They're kind of next to her.
Little dog.
Nothing that would knock a whole bunch of stuff over in the backyard.
But they're in the room with her too. All the sounds came from outside.
Yeah, it all came from the backyard. There's like a washing machine out there or something. There's big like scraping noises, right?
Yeah.
And a baby crying. And it's immediately as she cracks the door. The suitcase.
Oh yeah, as soon as she opens the suitcase.
It barely opens it. She doesn't even really get to look around into it. As soon as she cracks it open, it starts making all that crazy noise, like she just let a demon escape.
Exactly. Crazy. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then, after she investigates, she comes back in the house. She goes through all the stuff, and as she's going through all the stuff, she actually finds ashes. We're assuming they're human ashes.
Yeah.
All right, because that's what it looks like. I've seen human ashes. I've seen the kind of bag they come in. And it just kind of seems like it is. It's never entailed, which once you see them, you'll never see them again. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it goes, because the suitcase mysteriously disappears. But... And then reappears without the ashes. So, you know what I'm saying? With all that being said, she starts freaking out. She tries to research the people in the video.
She calls the police. She tries to track down the previous tenants.
She even got a video surveillance camera, which she should have got two, because she should have put one in the back, but she ended up just putting the one in the front because I don't know why. All right, it makes no fucking sense.
I mean, I guess if you're thinking somebody's messing with you, they have to get onto your property. Yeah. So maybe the front yard would be like the easiest way.
Well,
you're going to see somebody
access,
come onto the property.
Yeah, it's the only access in and out. So it makes sense on that. But the thing is I'm like. She's like I said, as a man, I 100% would know what I want to see and how I want, and to build something to fix something, because she does say in the videos, look, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I just kind of put it up there, which, it's understandable because that's most people. All right. I would be like, no, I need the full view of everything, and I would set it up. But the thing is she did it, and it actually misses a key point, because I'm not trying to jump ahead, but in one of the videos, there's actually a fire on her back thing, and it's a picture of an eye, and with the picture of the eye that's on the floor, and it's not even really a picture. It's like someone put something on the floor and caught it on fire, and I would be like lighter fluid, like drew an eye with lighter fluid and lit it on fire. Yeah, it was,
and there was some remnants of some material burned, so it wasn't exactly lighter fluid, but it's like if you lined up maybe charcoal or wood pieces in the shape of an outline of an eye, so that way when it burned into the concrete. Yeah. That's whoever said it. Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah. Some type of material, because she wiped away whatever the ashes were.
Yeah, because she stomped on it and then put water on it to make the fire go out. Because her backyard was trash. I'm talking about it'll go up in flames real quick if that fire would have touched it. But You know, and she's going through all the comments. That's one of the things, too. She's like, I'm doing what people are recommending. Mm-hmm. That is the worst, absolute worst thing you could do.
What, you don't like to poke a demon?
It's not poking at demons. It's taking advice from strangers who don't know shit. Because that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm taking it. Like I don't know this person. They could just be looking something up online and be like, you should try this. And then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. Shit gets worse because you took bad advice from somebody who doesn't know what the fuck. All they want to do is know what's going on and be fucking all up in your business. You know what I'm saying? If you got some crazy shit going on, what do you not do? You know what I'm saying? You don't stir it the fuck up.
Well, it made for entertaining videos.
It does make for entertaining videos. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going through the comments like, these people are fucking trying to kill this woman. All right? That's just how it seems to me. I'm like, look, let's poke fun at it. Let's fucking this. Let's that. And like I said, she's saging. She's not saging. She's opening the window, not opening the window. I should salt it. I should not salt it. There's a lot of back and forth where you're just like, you know, and I don't know if you remember hearing, but there was one point, it was like, I reach out to my church, but they don't do exorcism. Reach out to any fucking church. All right? Somebody else. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Someone's a kind of spiritual, you know, person that'd be like, look, check it the fuck out. Either I can help you, or I know someone who can help you. That's the help that you should be seeking. All right? Just not some fucking random jackass leaving a fucking comment.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea for her to just take advice from TikTok strangers.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even watched it recently. Has there been any updates?
No, there's no updates. You know,
it didn't seem like it ended well.
No, it didn't end well. It's still open-ended. There's no resolve to what we're talking about. All there is just the lead-up of a white woman doing the things that you should not be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that's why I had the horror film. It's like, I'm going to run to this. I'm going to see this.
She for sure didn't...
stray away from it.
It was like, let me investigate this, let me figure out what's going on, let me find out, you know, who this person is, who their ashes are, going through all their belongings. You know, if there's a spirit there that's disgruntled and doesn't want you going through their stuff, let me dig through it some more.
Let me dig. And you know, and the next thing too is like in the video, in the series of videos here, she mentions this to the landlords that she's renting this place from. And when she mentions this, the landlords are like, all right, we had some technical difficulties because I don't know how to do shit.
It's because we were talking about the paranormal
stuff. Yeah, it's more paranormal stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, what the fuck? So we'll figure it the fuck out. Hopefully we can get this all spliced the fucking together. I forgot what I was talking about. But with all the stuff going on and all this bullshit that's on here, about this fucking story. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in this TikTok. There ends up being a part where she's searching through all the stuff. And when she's searching through the stuff, she goes through a case. She happens to find IDs. And when she finds IDs, she sticks her hands in there. What does she find?
Blood. Or some type of weird, wet, reddish, brown
Yeah, because it's never investigated.
She washes off her hands after that, and then she doesn't really address it too much in
or
the next
claims
videos.
To remember it.
That's one of the other things. She says she's losing her memory throughout the videos, and she has to go back and watch the videos in order to answer a lot of people's questions.
Yeah.
You know, people are asking her to clarify stuff in future videos, and a lot of times she'll do that or go back and look at stuff because people are requesting information. But she's saying she's forgetting, you know, losing spots in her memory. And even like in the very first video that I seen where she was opening the suitcase, she said she never actually heard the baby cry. That was very apparent in the video.
Yeah.
She had to go back and watch the
Listen
video.
to it.
So it's interesting to hear her talk about that because, I don't know, just from the paranormal stuff that we watch, memory issues and stuff, you know, where you feel sick. She's talking about she has constant migraines all the time. She feels nauseous.
She got anxiety now. She was like, I never have anxiety, but all of a sudden I'm having panic attacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She can't work her normal job. They have her in a different position because she can't function. So it's interesting to see all that. Whether or not it's real, who knows?
Yeah,
she could be like a really
good actress. Yeah. She can really be playing everybody because it is TikTok.
And organizing this whole thing, it's very possible. You don't know what's happening on TikTok. They show you it's 1 minute clips.
Yeah, 1 minute clips, and you're getting a lot of info.
If you're good at being a director and, production of a video, it's definitely possible that she could be doing all that. Now, who goes to that length? I don't know.
Well, creators go to that length.
But it's entertaining regardless.
Yeah, it is entertaining.
Entertaining regardless. It definitely got me hooked.
Had me watching them all.
And there's like there's little details in there that unless you are possibly A, having a paranormal experience, or B, very well versed in the things that most people experience while having paranormal things. The memory loss, the headaches, the feeling drained, all that stuff. Those are all things that when we watch our paranormal shows, they come up a lot.
An awful lot.
Because they say, the spirits or entities or whatever
drawing energy
from you or affecting your body some way,
shape or form.
Yeah. So it's interesting that if it's real, okay, kind of makes sense that she's having all these things, at least from the cursory knowledge that I have.
That's it.
But if it's not real, she took a lot of time to figure out, okay, what would be happening.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing though too, is like one of the things we mentioned in this podcast is she calls the cops.
Oh, several times.
All right, and the cops come out, they make the report, they're like, oh, we're not coming back, but then they come back, and that's the thing though too, is like, with the notice of blood, wouldn't you be like,
I would for sure. Well, that's the thing. It's like you would think she for sure needs to call the cops because they need to investigate. Is there actual blood in there, or is there something else? Yeah. But on the other hand, if she wants to continue investigating, she's not going to call the cops because they're going to take all the stuff away if it is blood.
Yeah, but that's the thing though too. All the stuff gone, no more problem, right? At least that's what I would assume. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind. And then too, one of the twistiness is there is a person involved that you do not see, that you hear about, that she starts talking about, and then also two roommates of that person that used to live in that house.
Yeah, it's the prior tenants. There was 3 of them.
Yeah, and apparently the prior tenants the roommates were under the assumption that he was still living there.
Yeah,
and she was like, "Huh? Who? No, I live here." She thought I was part of this person reaching out. This person stole from me. This person doing all this crazy ass shit. And all of a sudden, I guess she found his notebooks, and it's me writing a whole bunch of crazy ass shit. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of dramatics that feel almost too movie-like to be real, and like that was part of one of the things. There's like maybe 3 videos where I legitimately questioned. I was like, I think this is fake.
Exactly.
Because it's too like in line with what you would see within a movie.
Yeah.
It had me going. I don't know, what is there, like 25, 30 videos, something like that. I don't know. It had me going for maybe 15 videos, and then there was one video that I was like,
I don't know.
Maybe
and I was the same way.
And then there was another 5 videos that were like, okay, this is... And then one more that I was like,
Exactly. It started getting a little campy.
And now I'm like kind of, I'm not sure how much I believe it, but I still kind of believe it.
Oh yeah, no. It's got us hooked. It's got us wanting to know what's going on. We definitely want to see the end answer. But
there may not be an end answer, because if it's real, this is an ongoing thing. It might just be like, okay, well, the landlord emptied out the shed. They took all the stuff away, and it's gone. It's gone.
But we'd still like the video on that.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I said, it was just enough for me to be like, all right, I'm very skeptical now. Mm-hmm. Now I need to see something or hear something or know something that's going to be completely fucking different. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it was good enough. Like I said, it 100% caught me. I was like in it. I was like, yes, I like this. I want to watch this. I want to see this. And especially with my AirPods dying on me, I'm like, oh, that was really weird.
Yeah.
And
that rarely happens.
Rarely happens. And that's the thing though too, is like, this is the kind of stuff that you get sucked into, and you're like, oh yeah. But just like Kristen said, it started getting movie-esque.
Yeah.
All right, because now it's getting a little questionable.
And you know, who knows? Like one of the things that they were saying was that guy, the previous tenant, started acting very strangely. Started having memory issues. Started having like he would watch the other roommates overnight. He would still, like you said, they would steal their stuff. Yeah. His personality was changing. So who knows, maybe her personality is changing throughout this and it just is getting more dramatic just for the sake of that.
And that is part of ghost stuff too.
But
personality change.
Who knows? Yeah. That could be all nonsense.
Yeah, it could be all nonsense. But like I said though, this is the kind of stuff that we like to watch. And like I said, we're having the same conversation we have if we would pick this apart. All right, because let me tell you right now, that's all we've been doing is picking this apart. Like, is it real? Is it not real? I don't know. Well, this and this. You know, and she goes through a couple of TikTok filters where she tries to use this reality thing, and all of a sudden...
the reality ripple effect,
And it does spike harder on the things that she thinks that are ghosts, because it's supposed to, if your house is haunted, it'll show it.
Yeah, it'll show energy.
But if you filter. It's a filter. Exactly.
I guess
if you speak loud enough, guess what it does?
Yeah.
It fucking works. It reverberates. And she was talking the whole time she's using it, so why would it not?
I don't know. It's one of those things is like, I don't believe the reality ripple at all.
Yeah.
It's a TikTok filter.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there's those energy sensors that people use for ghost hunting.
But she doesn't have those, though. She has a TikTok filter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do I trust a TikTok filter?
TikTok filter is built by the Chinese, love. They're smart. They know how to do stuff.
They know how to get the ghosts.
Gosh.
Exactly. You know, like I said, it's ongoing. And, you know, I did mention she has a YouTube channel where she's posting it, and all she did was string all the TikToks together and have a couple of portions that were, like I said, not worth it, but it is what it is. I did subscribe to it because I want an update, but I don't know if there will be an update, or if there ever will be an update, or if this is the end of it. But if there is an update, and if there is an ending, guess what we'll do?
Yeah, so if you don't want to watch TikTok, or you don't want to get sucked into the TikTok world,
because it will draw you in. Watch YouTube. You know, like I said, it's just crazy, and like I said, we've had a whole week to digest this, so you're hearing exactly what we're thinking about what the fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. But you know what, though? Like I said, this is what we love to do.
Let us know what you think about it.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. If you want us to watch a video, send us a video. If you want us to, you know, review something that you feel is paranormal, Bigfoot, ghost, aliens, it does not fucking matter. And paranormal and ghosts are two different things. Paranormal shit is shit moving around. Ghost is an actual fucking ghost.
Yeah, because there could be ghosts, poltergeist, all kind of different stuff.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? There is a difference. You know what I'm saying? And I, like I said, I believe heavily in all this fucking crazy shit because I've had some shit happen. Kristen humors me and watches all this with me.
Sometimes I believe. Sometimes I get caught up.
Sometimes.
And then I'm like, no, that's nonsense.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So, that's the fuck what? I'm the Angry Dad.
I'm the Not So Angry Mom.
And this is I Married a Bigfoot. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. It really helps us out. Like I said, this is our second episode, and we're just getting our feet wet, and we'll dive a little deeper into all this stuff, and I'll put all the information in the notes in the bottom. Anything?
All right. Bye.
TikTok.